And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? It's Monday. What up, J Money?
Yes, sir. You know, it's Money Making Monday. I love the Mondays. It's the money
I
motivation.
love
Make
money
sure.
making Mondays. What up, Jzabel?
Man, Mondays suck. What y'all talking
Say
I
about?
ain't
what?
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Mondays definitely do suck now. This is
Yes.
the best part about a Monday. This is the best thing Monday has for it. This show. Used to be Monday Night Football, but back in my day when I was a youngin', it was Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Mm.
Mm.
That was Monday. Now it's just rolling with success. And if y'all get rid of us on Mondays, Mondays completely suck. So yeah, let's make Mondays great again.
Okay, that part of Monday is great, but as far as from the weekend, you have such a high in your experiences, and then Monday is like you got to get back in grind mode. It's like back to full on responsibilities, getting up early. Like you bet not do nothing Sunday night. like
No, no, you're
it's
mistaking
just
that for your weekends and lit
uh,
people weekends.
No, that's why you got to be motivated on your Monday. That's why I call it money making motivation. If you're not motivated to make
mhm.
some money, you probably going to just lay down all day and be like, damn, I just spent all this money this weekend, but I ain't motivated to do shit. So if you're not motivated on Monday, yeah, your Monday is going to suck because you drained and you tired and you're not motivated to get no money. But if
You know
somebody
what I
like
Mhm.
call
me
Monday
who's
is
motivated,
excuse day.
that's what you call it, motivation.
Money making motivating Mondays. I'm a lot of M's up in there.
Yeah,
Mm.
trying to get to the million.
Okay,
Eminem.
okay, okay. So y'all know this weekend was lit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Friday something happened that y'all like threw me off a whole lot. Right? I mean, this might be the fastest dropping pullback we've seen in
Ever seen.
history. In history.
Amazing.
This has to be. I mean, Robert Kelly uh, was able to drop an album
Uh-huh.
and have that album taken down within less than a few hours, and I didn't even get a chance to hear it.
I know, right?
Now, what's crazy is the album is still around for people that really want to hear it, but you have to be willing to sit for an hour and listen to it straight because now the album has been kind of ripped into one big long YouTube video. And
Yeah.
and I don't have that time to calibrate through that. I don't have that 55 minutes to calibrate through that. But this is were you shocked? Was any one of y'all shocked by this release? Did y'all see this on our release radar?
What was it called? I
Um,
did it.
I admit it.
I
Oh,
admit
my fault.
it.
It sounded like I did it. But I
Same
was about to
difference.
say, if he did make an album, that would be the perfect name. Like when I heard it, I was like, oh, that makes sense. This motherfucker said I did it. I admit it. That's a perfect name for the fucking album. Like that makes so much
Bro,
sense.
I thought it
But
was a single. I thought it was a single that was dropped. You feel me? But to hear that it was a whole album, like so none of y'all got a chance to put any
Wait,
ears on it.
wait.
yeah.
So I heard the entire album. Of course, you guys
Okay.
know I am a R. Kelly
Don't do
fan.
that.
Free Robert.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
I am. So I was fooled thinking that, of course, he dropped it. But then it was rumors that he dropped something similar to this 3 years ago. So
So
I listened to the entire. I got to listen to the entire thing. I mean, you would he says it's not him, but you would believe it was him. The songs I admitted. um okay, so I mean, it's believable that it could be him, the things that
mhm.
were said. Basically, like, he's not saying that he ain't wrong, but you basically, y'all parents, threw the candy in his face, and when it didn't go your way, what I'm saying, y'all was cool with it at first, and now,
Yep,
which
I
is
heard
what
that.
a lot of us believe. So I
We
mean,
also heard there was a line that I like with old women and young women too. Something like to that.
mhm,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. I got a chance to catch only the first song, and I was like drained out because I thought it was a single, and then I realized it was an album.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I
I
didn't think.
can't listen to R. Kelly, y'all. I can't listen to R. Kelly now.
What do
It's
you
something creepy
mean?
about. It's something creepy about listening to R. Kelly now.
I'm be
It's just,
honest. The music has always been great. Like I even feel like the instrumentation has always been great from you know what I'm saying R. Kelly songs. Like even
y'all
back.
trying to be funny
Right.
today.
I'm not even trying to be funny, but
No.
I do feel like the shit he's doing is fucking wild. Like that shit is fucking wild. So for an album, I didn't know it was a whole album, so I only got to hear like three of them. And one of the songs, I was like, I feel like I've heard this before. And then my friend
Mm-hmm.
told me that like they released this before. Like this is the song that's been
Mm-hmm.
released before. And then
Yeah.
somebody else hit me with the note, and he said on it has a recording of him saying that like no, why would I release this? Like I wouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. Saying he didn't release it. So then somebody else was telling me that it was somebody that just sounded like R. Kelly. And from what I heard from
Mm-hmm.
the three songs I heard, it did sound like R. Kelly, and one of them did
Mm-hmm.
sound like a song that I heard from back in the day. Like you know what I'm
I'm,
saying, like before all this shit happened.
I mean, listen. It is very easy, 100% very easy to copy someone's image today,
Mm-hmm.
make a song, use their name, and drop it
Yes.
on their account. Very easy, 100%. However, however, it was taken down in less than 6 hours.
Because he had a cease and desist.
Now,
Well, let's dive a little deeper here. Because I'm kind of on the end where I feel like maybe he did drop it. Maybe he
exactly.
got threatened. It's like if you don't take this down, or if you don't, say that, if this was you, we gonna add more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know.
Not to be
I'm
honest.
on a stance where possibly he could have dropped it. Like
No, man, R. Kelly should have. R. Kelly, what R. Kelly should have did is got him one of those good Bill Cosby deals.
mm,
That's where R. Kelly messed up. It would be perfect to drop an album. I admit it,
mm,
especially when you are going through an appeal process. This is your chance to get out, even if it's not admitting to the crimes that you did. It's a chance for you to tell your side of the story on
Mm-hmm.
your platform. Now, I was trying to be cynical about it, right? I was being cynical about it. I was like, why would the album be taken down? And I'm like, well, maybe R. Kelly got a whiff of those first day sales and was like, this ain't gonna be good for me with these
mm,
numbers. Because it was a surprise. It wasn't like the whole world was waiting on that. It was only a few creeps that was that, that was like ready. A few good people, you know what I'm saying? And this might have been actually, he might have actually been worse in his first week than Saweetie. You know
You
what
think so? I
I'm
don't
just
think so.
I'm just saying.
He,
I'm just
he
saying.
has he has I forgot how many million monthly listeners. So I
That don't
think,
mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
but I feel like if
Let me
your
tell you.
notifications are on and the people that heard it, their notifications are obviously on for R. Kelly. Hey, like
Right.
Right.
So mine are not. Mine are not. But when I heard, you know what I'm saying, I went back on Apple Music and Spotify, and it was just hilarious to me that he had two albums up and like not even all the songs were able to be played. So you know what I'm saying? It was like Chocolate Factory and another joint, and like all of the songs weren't even playable. So I was like, this is funny as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker had an album out for like 4 hours. It was like it was a good couple hours that thing was out.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a good. It
4
was a
hours.
good run. It was a good little rat race. You know,
Hey,
rat race. He got to tell his side of the story. But then this, like I said, the most interesting part was him coming out saying, "I did not drop this. I did not release this."
but
Now
look,
I'm
do
thinking
you
to myself.
think do you think he did it, or do you think he
I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be funny. Of course, Robert didn't press the button. I don't think he loaded it up to his distributor. I don't think he said this, but someone in his camp said, "Robert, it's time for us to get this music out, bro. It's time for us to make some money and get you some money on your books." Like,
you just the
yeah,
commissary, you
could
ask
you
for
imagine?
daily
Could you
sweep,
imagine Robert Kelly's commissary? Like, he
ask
probably
for
has
daily
all
sweep.
the good
Yeah,
snacks
like
in his room.
mm-hmm.
So yeah,
yeah, he probably got a sweet tooth.
Well,
yeah.
they seized I think it was like he had like $500,000 in commissary or something, and they seized it. So
$500,000 in commissary.
I think it was like it was a high number, either that or like $50,000. I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check my facts, but it was a high number, and they seized his commissary down to I think like whatever the maximum is that you could send somebody. Like it was fucked up because like
It's
people probably sent them that money. No, it is fucked up.
No,
Could you imagine? Could you imagine people put that money on R. Kelly books only to find out that the man took it?
Listen, it is fucked up, but it's not fucked up because how much oodles and noodles do you need?
Shit, and the 30-year bid for a 30-year bid?
Yes.
Right. But I feel like if they're saying you can have the maximum amount and it's distributed to him over time, he still has the money.
I feel like R. Kelly was in jail. Like I feel like R. Kelly was in jail bartering his books for like a big king size bed in the cell, a little flat screen. R. Kelly probably. I picture R. Kelly walking around on the road.
Well, that's why the album dropped for 4 hours. This all makes sense now. The album dropped for 4 hours because in 3 months he's gonna get, you know what I'm saying, his royalties and his money back from those 4 hours of sales, and he's gonna have enough to get some more oodles and noodles.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's all about, the oodles and noodles.
Well,
I was over exaggerating, y'all. It was $27,828 in commissary. And
$27,000 is good money for a nigga that ain't got nowhere to go.
They took it to give it to. They said they're gonna give it to the victims of his crimes.
I understand totally, 100%.
He better work in the kitchen.
What they gonna do with commissary?
Okay, so where is he gonna get money to pay court fees? Like they are doing him dirty. Like, okay, so the government seized his money after he didn't pay any of his court fees. He's locked up. How the hell he gonna pay his court fees? What kind of sabotaging shit is this? This is why I don't agree with what's going on. Yes, he was wrong in a case, but damn, like they doing the man like super dirty, like
like honestly,
super dirty.
Are they though? To be real, let's be clear. Let's be clear here. These people said that they were slaves of R. Kelly.
No, they were.
It was a cult.
They had to survive. There was a Lifetime special called "Surviving R. Kelly."
Yes, it was.
So in that,
I refuse to watch that nonsense.
But in that, they were saying pretty much that they were promised a lot of things, stardom, superstardom. So I think a few dollars is only right. We know it takes money to make money. They need it.
You're right.
They've been in a bedroom trapped. They've been in a bedroom trapped in the chocolate factory for how many years?
You know what? And I don't mean to victim shame anybody. It could be real to them. These events could have happened, honestly. But however, everyone needs to take accountability. And until that is done, I'm not just going to only point the finger at one person in that situation.
Well, I mean, listen, like if we're saying it's not all Robert's fault, then we can go there. But can we say 90% of it is Robert's fault?
No. We can say 30% of it is Robert's fault.
30?
Right, because he was in. Imagine somebody coming to your house and committing a crime at your house and you get included in that. Like, that's the analogy I'm going to use.
Well, people know.
What?
Well, people know that I study law.
When I use that analogy, I use that analogy because I said this. He didn't go out seeking these people. They came into his domain. So in that aspect, right, if they didn't come in his domain, none of this would have happened. So we can't fully blame him for that happening. The same thing as if somebody comes to your house and commits a crime and you're just there, like you can't be fully responsible for that.
What are you saying?
So get this right. I studied law for a while, and in one of the cases, a robber breaks into a home and hurts himself.
Okay.
He is lying. He
falls down the steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he hurts himself. Right. He does his jail time.
Okay.
but he sues the homeowner because he hurt himself while in their home.
They didn't have the wet floor sign up.
Whatever the case may be,
Okay.
he won. He won. Right? That he's going to win. He wins that civil case for his injuries. So, yeah, you are liable. The homeowner is liable. And yes, you can go into someone's house doing something wrong and still come off to make that person in that home look like a victim. But that's not R. Kelly's case. That's not R. Kelly's case.
Is it
He
right?
put them in there under false pretenses.
That part.
Ooh.
That's like knowing kids like candy,
right?
And putting candy out, and when they come to the door, you grab them in there. Now you're mine forever.
See, I will not let you create this picture of no. Everyone needs to be accountable. What about the parents? The parents brought those kids there. He didn't like. So we're just going to act like it's between.
If you're taking your child,
what do you mean? What the parents were thinking? Greed. Before he even opened his mouth, they had motive. So, like, I mean, everyone is responsible for their 30% or 35% of accountability.
You're going to have to hide with the 35. You better take it right down to 30.
Nah, my man R. Kelly is responsible for 90%. The parents are responsible for the 10% of not continuously getting the update and knowing what was going on. But you know what? If I send my kid away to military camp, overnight boot camp, and it's a 3-month or a 4-year program, I'm assuming that they're learning how to be military men.
That's a boot camp. That's not a grown man's house.
It was a singing camp. It was no.
That's already known.
Only thing was missing was
already known for the tape with the young girl. So these people already knew about that. His reputation with a young person, and still proceeded to leave their underage children with this man.
Yeah.
So and I'm glad you said the parents are responsible for only 10%. You saying that is also a reflection of what we got going on right now with these crazy ass kids just running amok. The parents are not taking responsibility. Like, I mean, it's all in the same pot.
Nah.
It is.
What the parents being only 10%, like the kids that coming to the kids,
at least 30%.
The kids that come into my program to play basketball, right? Mm-hmm. Their parents drop them off and are hoping that I'm putting them in position to have fun, win the game, play as a team. Now, at the end of the day,
at your house to spend multiple nights with you for basketball.
But if that's what I offer, right? I mean, listen. If other
children there.
Nah, you're not gonna turn down. You're not gonna turn down your kid. If Allen Iverson says, "Hey, let me let your kids come. Let me let your son come stay with me for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. He gonna be a star. He got real good potential. He just got to train every day." All you're saying is a superstar in front of you telling you that he can make your kids great. Now, the allegations is something that you have to choose to believe or not believe. You could also be a super fan like yourself who just says, no way, my beloved Robert is doing this. Surely he's good.
I wouldn't leave my daughter with him either.
Exactly. But the reason why you're saying that is not because you acknowledge that it's just Robert that has these tendencies, but it's because you understand that in this world there are people like that.
Right.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So you put
that the parent more have a little bit more than 10% of responsibility in this particular situation. That's all I'm saying. You can't just say like they're more responsible than he is, because without them, how would the kid have, you know what I'm saying, gotten there? And for those that he met on those one-off situations, okay, we have to break those down separately. But majority of the situations, I mean, the parents were okay with leaving their daughters with this man that's already known to like young women. Mm-hmm. Didn't even think twice about it, just for fame. So that's kind of like selling your child, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. I mean, but
The
that is
money
what they
ran
did.
out. The money ran out.
That
So
that's well, their kids got older. Their kids became too at that. Their kids got to a point where they were at that age where they could make their own decisions, and they were choosing not to leave.
mm.
I mean, they
So
were
they,
he's giving them like 16,
the
17.
children were choosing not to leave, but who's and Robert's responsible for that?
At 18, once they turn 18, Robert is 100% responsible for that.
For them choosing not. You know what? Next topic. Um,
Hey, so can we talk about on that topic? Can we talk about Tory Lanez? Is that?
yes,
What about my
yes,
boy Tory?
yes. Gun
Yeah.
residue
So
was possibly found on Tory Lanez and Kelsey. Hmm.
Well, I mean,
What
why?
we
Why
expect,
is that a
what we
surprise
kind of
though?
so
already.
I just think it's kind of crazy how much the story has gone back and forth over the last year, or I don't even know how long it's been going on now. But you know what I'm saying? First they're saying it wasn't a gunshot, now it was a gunshot. Now they found gun residue. First there wasn't gun residue. I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. It's
Oh,
just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I don't understand the situation at all, and I don't even know what's happening with the court case. But everything I'm seeing is conflicting and confusing.
of course, it's meant to be that way. It's entertainment.
Is that what it is? Because this
But
shit.
let's be real, yeah. I'm going to go with the latter. There was a gunshot in that car. At some point, a gun was shot in that car.
And what makes you think that?
Um, a person said they were shot. The police were on a high alert, like a gunshot went off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's just go with those facts right there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of a closed car, if a gunshot goes off, there's going to be gun residue on everyone in that damn car. I'm pretty sure there's gun residue on Megan as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we talking about? Why are they? Why are they making this rocket science? Obviously, there was a gun used in the car. Who used it? You got three people. You got one person said it was one person, and two other people saying that they don't know who it was. All of them in the car. At the end of the day, what are we really talking about? What we really talking about is the distraction from the fact that Megan is not doing too well in her record deal. A real distraction that Tory Lanez can't get out an album to save his life. Those are the distractions.
Mm.
I mean, look. I'm pretty sure that Carl is somewhere, and I know that's the owner of 15101, her label. I'm pretty sure he's somewhere having a good old time about this. Because when last time we had a chance to talk about making music?
She just dropped the album not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. That's my whole point.
Go ahead.
What was the headlines on that?
When's the last time T.I. dropped the album? Well, he's doing comedy shows now.
T.I. now. The thing about T.I. is he now the snitch? Is it verified that he's a snitch? What is the classifications of a snitch?
I mean, they say if you snitch on your dead homie, that's not snitching.
What?
I think it's all in one. I think you tell. That's just what it is.
Man, I'm sitting here like this.
Okay.
King got on his live to say, of course, his dad is not a snitch because in order to snitch, someone has to go to jail.
Is that what he
Now,
said?
I agree with that part in a sense, right? But I also agree with having some type of monumental or moral values. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit you just don't say. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit you just don't say, regardless if it's somebody like you. Like I feel like you a snitch if you snitched on somebody and they had to go to jail. Or, that's some snitch shit. But like I understand the situation, but still you don't do that, especially if you have respect for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's just
I'm here to tell King and J Money that is a part of snitching. That is one of those things that is also snitching. you know what I'm saying? I mean, like it's like what King did was read all the bullets on what a snitch does and said, "Oh, he didn't do this one, so he's not all of them. No,
Mm.
that's just one of the criteria. Yes, someone going to jail because you helped is a snitch. A case getting closed because you helped is a snitch. Even police looking in the right direction because you pointed them is a snitch. It don't even got to be the damn police. Anything that you have eyewitness to, and you go out and you tell to lessen a repercussion on yourself, you are considered a snitch. If you go in that situation saying, I'm going to tell this to save me, that makes you a snitch. I mean, when I was in grade school, if I hit somebody, I didn't go to jail when they told that I hit them.
But they was a tattletale.
They still was a little tattletale, little snitch.
Snitch. Okay, stand no tattletale, man.
I'm just saying, anything to give repercussions is a snitch. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Any offering of information, you know what I'm saying?
I was just saying that I was understanding to the point of view that it wasn't giving anybody any jail time. Okay.
Now, see, like I understand why King would say that though, because this generation, they love snitching.
You think so?
What?
Not to cut you. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yes, this generation loves snitching so much that they do it on themselves.
Mm-hmm. And music. I wish I could get this thing.
Man, and more than just music, they record themselves doing dumb shit on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram,
robberies, everything, car thefts,
all that shit's just being recorded. They showing it. You didn't even know it was a robbery. They were trying to steal the lady's car, and the whole thing's being recorded on the dash camera.
Bruh, dash camera. These kids are holding the phone like, I'm about to steal this bitch car, yo.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like, it's scary.
Like real life. So I mean, like this is this generation right here is snitch city.
Because remember before we used to be like, damn, there cameras out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the crime cameras and shit. They don't give a fuck. They recording themselves.
They want to be on them joints. They listen. Do y'all know how many artists or just regular people walking around want to end up on a Hood News or a Say Cheese for some dumb shit? World Star.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of dumb shit. All right, I don't know about you guys, but do you guys believe that pit bull really ate up that Tesla like that?
Yes.
I mean, like for no reason, just out of the blue.
Let me explain to you what I believe. Yes, I do believe that happened, and I believe that dog was on drugs. What dog would just bite away at something like that without
a pit bull?
But it has to be on something.
Nah, man, like bro,
pedigree. Like, bruh, that dog was on something other than pedigree to be eating away at that. I'm not gonna give that dog just like it was just in his right mind and say, you know what, let me eat a Tesla.
Okay. Nah, like bro, he wanted that owner inside that motherfucker.
Right.
He wanted that owner inside that joint. But like, bro, that's not the first time a dog that we've watched a dog destroy a car.
But wait.
That's not.
But just wait. So nobody thinks it was just for a viral moment? Like, why, with other people outside, the dog just bypassed everything and just started chewing on your Tesla? Like,
it was the person in there was fucked up. Their energy was bad.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I did say what a way to get out of a car note or to get a new Tesla if you're looking for one, right? But in the beginning, I say it like this. If I see a dog run up and bite my car, it's just like that deer, that remember the saying, like if you hit a deer, it better be a piece of the deer in your car, or you better get it like in your car. The insurance company won't believe you. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Could you imagine calling the insurance company and saying a dog ate my car and not having proof? Like, that looks worse. So get that footage. Get that footage, young man. Put it online. He did the right thing.
Even that, like, what provoked it? of all, where did the dog come from? First, like, am I the only person that's just questioning the whole situation? Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, all right, I believe that they can chew through metal or
Yeah, I need to know what happened before.
rattle,
Like, did
but
something happen
what
before? Were you
led to that?
delivering?
Yeah,
Man,
Like, were they delivering DoorDash and had some food or something? Or like, you know what I'm saying?
y'all
Like,
trying to
and
ration out a pit
was
bull?
camera ready? Like, oh my gosh, okay, here he comes. Let me sit here. Oh, he's chewing up my.
It's a pit bull. Pit bulls are psycho dogs.
bruh.
Yeah,
They're psycho dogs. They
somebody.
do that. They do that, young. Pit bulls are vicious animals that I don't understand why people have as pets. Like, but they do.
I
And pit
think
bulls
I
are
think
vicious animals.
somebody dropped the 8 ball in this dog bowl, and
It screams provoked. It screams putting meat juice all over your car. It screams
it wasn't water in
attention.
his dog bowl. You know what I'm saying? It might have been some other type of water or something. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you see? Did you see the video when they test the animals on different drugs and they tested the dogs on different drugs and shit?
Mm-mm.
They did it with the spiders and all types of shit. Seeing how they reacted on different drugs and shit.
Did
Where
you see
where
how
where did you see this?
I saw it on Instagram, of course, but it's probably on YouTube. You know they get the shit from everywhere. But this video is probably on YouTube, man. It's an amazing thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it just shows how like the dogs or the animals that are like on coke, they're like running around really fucking fast, like just OC speeding out around. And you got the ones on weed, of course, they're just like laying around, not doing shit. Then you got the ones on like LSD, real paranoid and
But see,
frantic.
like the other thing I'm saying, everybody like everybody who smokes weed doesn't have the same effect. Like I smoke weed with people and it has them pass out and go to sleep, and I be up and energized. I be like, shit, I don't know what you doing, but this shit got me lit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
But,
up.
but
But what I'm
some
saying,
people's tolerance levels is too low.
no, what that's what I'm saying. A dog who never had cocaine before probably went out and was like, let me find a Tesla and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like that coke had him do that. Like I don't know because
They
I've
didn't
never
want
been
to.
a dog on cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But what I'm
Well,
saying,
speaking of drugs and weed and all those things, Pastor Bryant, y'all hear about his new mission to bring black men, and I want to make sure y'all understand what I'm saying, to bring black men back to the Lord.
yeah, that he's recruiting.
He's proposing
Mm.
growing weed, holy
Teaching
weed.
them, teaching them.
No, no,
Teach,
no.
teach
Teaching them as well
He's going to
and
teach them how
growing
to
it.
grow, harvest, and grow and have their own weed so that they, he said, these are the people that he needs to bring to the church. Yes, let's find the weed smokers and let's teach them and help them cultivate and learn how to cultivate with the land. These are the people we need in the church. This is what he's
in the
looking
church.
for.
In the
Yes,
church.
for in his church.
Black men. Black
Looking for
black
the
men.
black
Make
men
sure we keep
smoking
specifying
weed.
that he said black men.
He did say the black men that smoke weed is who he's looking for.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. As if he's going to be putting together a weed force to become one of the biggest weed growers in the world. That's what he wants to do. And I mean, I would like to let Mr. Bryan know that you could be giving that weed away. But I don't think it's going to do what you needed to do to get the black men in those seats. What do y'all? I mean, like, do we have any other ideas for Pastor Bryant that would possibly work with filling up his seats with black men?
I honestly might want to see a service. He has shit up that motherfucker talking some shit. I might want to see this shit. This shit might be entertaining for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might take a, you know what I'm saying? I might, if he has this shit like Joel Osteen on TV, I might watch this motherfucker one time because Peter Popoff's still going off. This motherfucker need to come up. We need something new. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
I'm glad you gave me that insight because I wanted to hear it coming from a black man. Me being white, I totally didn't understand where he was coming from. I mean, I'd gladly go to his church as well if he was growing weed and giving it away. But then it would have to be good weed, or he'd end up on our Huffington Post, and he don't want that.
honestly, I think that's a reason that you should attend just to see if it will go on the Huffington Post. Because
He don't want me.
That would be Sunday. You come in Monday and you have a huff. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect segment. You know what I'm saying?
He don't want me. He don't want me. He don't want my kind.
You don't know. See, what might happen is you're gonna go one day and get some weed and find out that your weed man attended that church on Sunday.
I feel like there's a bigger picture to this. I feel like maybe he feels like, the young black men that do smoke weed probably need something to do with their time. So why not teach them how to grow it, especially with all the fentanyl going on now on the weed. Maybe he's just trying to save our black men in a way.
I think it was a double entendre. I think it was a slap in the face, saying that black men are not interested in God, are more interested in weed. Then it was also him throwing in his hand, just like the churches do, and what they see as lucrative. I mean, I'm just saying, whatever the churches see as lucrative, they want to throw their hands in it. It's a business move for them.
Business move. So yes, I do agree with that exactly, and that's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I think it is. Exactly what it is.
Look at me trying to be all positive.
No. That's exactly what it is. It couldn't be anything better than that. But honestly, I feel like that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even upset with it. I'm kind of entertained by it. I'm not upset with it at all. And I feel like if we are going to do it, let's do it in a way that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much weed as we smoking and as much shit as we doing, let's use it so we're profiting from it.
Great marketing strategy. Where isn't his church somewhere? Is it around?
It's in Atlanta. It'll be interesting that if you find out that like everybody at that church is zombies, stoned out high zombies. I really want to know what research has he done, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of elders in his church that are ready to find a new one, because that's got to be an abomination. The way my mother-in-law looks at me with my weed, shit.
Reefer is from the earth, baby.
See, what he has is probably the older congregation that smokes weed. So it's great because he knows that their grandbabies are going to smoke weed because they see their grandparents smoking weed. See what I'm saying? It's passed down generationally. So he's looking at this like we shall overcome, you know what I'm saying? And what he's going to do is he's going to get these families of the black men who have grandparents who smoke the good weed and pass this shit down. You know what I'm saying? He probably has that good congregation. They ain't going nowhere. They're like,
are y'all hip to Pastor Jamal Bryant?
No, I'm
not too much.
So apparently he's more popular for being a cheater on his ex-wife than he was a pastoring.
Yeah.
Well,
so he got himself a pretty rocky background already. So this is another, like I said, this is a slap in the face to us black men. In order for him to say something like that, I got to see a conversation with him. Like you said, J Money, hitting the J's, high as fuck, enjoying it himself. I don't want him up there trying to grow no CBD, trying to pull a fast one over on no Sixxcess, because I'll definitely be on to him. And if you are going to start to grow, I will be dropping in your DM some suggesting strands that you may want to start with that'll get your business nice and booming. Also, I would like to know some price projections. If you're not going to give it away, can people come and support the church by giving and receiving? So that would be great. That would be great. Could you imagine pulling up to the church, asking for an eighth and pulling out? I mean,
wait, is marijuana legal in Georgia yet?
Definitely not. 100% not. But
so where is he? He's planning on doing it up here?
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, like Tony Boss said, yeah, he's about to be really burning the bush. You're right. You're right. He's about to give him that real burning bush for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. As long as it ain't up, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on you, Jamal. But it would be cool to see. And maybe this will get some good initiatives going. And maybe he moved it to a more weed friendly state. But do y'all think more churches will follow this? And woo.
I mean, I think it depends on what the end goal. Like, I don't understand, other than if you're trying to get people off the street, why would you do this? But I don't get the point.
The Catholics gonna come in, they're gonna be like this. We trying to get the little boys in here. Did I say that?
Oh.
I'm just saying, if one church started, they all gonna start it to attract their looks, to attract what they
Speaking
want.
of which, I have a question for you guys. You guys are both parents. And to the people out there, the listeners out there. So, all right, Gabrielle Union had an interview with Jamil Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and in which she was asked. I mean, well, she was talking about Zaya's transition, and when Zaya first came out, she was in third grade. And what she said was Zaya initially wanted to tell people on her own time, like, but she came out and said that she felt like she wanted to be a she. Okay. And at that moment, they just understood and all of this stuff that she said, right? My question is initially, why don't any parents actually talk about whether they ask their parents why do they feel like they're the opposite sex, or where is this idea coming from? Like, like, as parents, like, is that something, or would you just say okay and go along with it, or would you be curious to know what is making your child feel this type of way?
Exactly. But I mean, I think every parent tries course correction. Every parent that's like really active is going to try course corrections. I call cap on a lot of things Gabrielle say, but I'm gonna stay on topic right quick. But like it's hard to talk to your kids about anything because you don't really know. Today is one thing, tomorrow's another thing. Their dreams of what they wake up today. I want to be a superhero. Oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a cop. I want to be an NBA player. I want to be an NFL player. I want to be a ballerina. And you kind of like, okay, and you want to give your kids the support to believe they can be really whatever they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the reality of it. Is you want to give your kids the tools to be successful in this world. And the unfortunate thing is, if you break them down at home and don't teach them encouraging and lifting them and supporting them, they'll seek it outside the home, and it usually turns into something way worse that you can't fix.
Okay, let's just stick to this specific stuff. So if your 5-year old or your 6-year old says, I'm I'm homosexual, are you just gonna say, "Oh, okay, baby, all right," or are you gonna say, "Well, what makes you feel like? Do you understand what that is? What makes you feel that way?" Because I think a lot of people just gloss over that part. Like, I think for a lot of people, nosy people, we kind of just want to know, like, where do these 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 9 years old, I would say up to 9 years old, where do they get this idea of sexuality? Because that's, to me, that's what it is. Where does it come from?
They don't have sexuality. They have they identify.
Uh-huh.
Right? I think it's this. If a little boy is raised by his mom all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean 100% solely raised by his mom, there's a lot of risks that come into play whenever a boy is raised by a bunch of women, right? Everyone acknowledges that if there isn't a male structure in the house, then there's a greater risk that your child is going to follow what the women are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have a man or different men, and not a man that's teaching them how to be a man, they're gonna only want to be kind of what their mom is. They usually choose that without someone to guide them and nurture them. That you're talking about, that's kids only identify because in order for a kid to say that they're homosexual, they have to be sexually active, and that's a bigger problem. Now, a kid saying really what they say is, I feel like I'm a boy or I feel like I'm a girl.
Mm.
Because they're not identifying and saying I'm a homosexual. Even with the kid Zaya or whatever the kid's name is, he or she identifies as a girl, but
Sure.
Yeah, identifies as a female, but dates a boy that dates a female that identifies as a boy. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like
Hold on, run that back.
yeah,
Right.
Zaya's boyfriend is actually a girl who identifies as a boy. So they're kind of like role reversing.
They're a heterosexual couple, ultimately, but
Ultimately, he's still dating a girl.
reverse.
So they're just weird about doing it. But at the end of the day, that is the parents. When you go now, when you start talking about that 100% shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the 100%, right? Because that's an everyday taught thing from beginning to end. Love, how to love, who to love. You know what I'm saying? The ways to love, the way to respect people, the way to receive love back. That's taught from your parents or whoever is deemed the responsibility of raising you. So, yeah, we can't sit up here and like we addressed already last week. Gabrielle, you're not even the child's actual mother, and the mother doesn't like it at all. You know, so we understand if that was if her and Dwayne Wade was together, there would probably be a fight against this. You know, it's more accepted because Gabrielle Union has accepted this, and Dwayne Wade wants his wife more than he cares about the structure of his kids.
Shade.
No, I'm just saying there are a lot of people that feel like these kids are going to get older and make their own decisions and leave me, or there's a lot of men that feel like it's the women's job to raise the kids and not mine. I make the money, they take care of the house.
And that's what I think happened in this situation before Kavia was conceived. I think, it was a lot of, I mean, Zaya did spend more time with Gabrielle because she wasn't working pretty much. So
yeah, well, she wasn't working, and Dwayne Wade was just on the road, but then the roles reversed to where she is working and Dwayne Wade is home, and he doesn't.
I mean, but this is now that the kid is all fully out. Like you said about the nurturing and all of that other stuff, but kudos to them. She, however, in that same interview, responded to Lil Boosie, and I just want to know: is it okay for people to weaponize homosexuality against heterosexual men?
Bro, it's crazy because it's like pulling the race card. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all fucking me because I'm black? You don't want me here because I'm gay? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Yeah. All right, I get it. But at the end of the day, that's their cross to bear. You know what I'm saying? Like how someone chooses to fight is their fight.
Right. But being a proud supporter of the LGBTQ community, how could you it's like making fun of someone because they're gay.
Facts.
That you support the community.
Like, are we talking about Boosie weaponizing it or Gabrielle Union using it as a weapon against Boosie?
Yes.
So, yeah.
And she tried to play. See, the thing is, she didn't play on the fact that it was homosexual. She tried to play on the fact that he's a kid. Mm-hmm. And that these people that he's picking on are supposed to be kids and young boys. So he's not supposed to be minding their business. But I'm here to tell Gabrielle Union.
Hold on, which interview did you hear?
When she was saying he has a lot of penis on his mind.
Yeah.
Because he keeps on engaging in what they're doing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the reality of it is, what Gabrielle Union don't understand is a lot of them got to where they are because of community. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In their day, a parent would see you wilding and stop you and go and tell your parent they stopped you and nothing would be the matter. Yeah. We're in this new world today where it's like, oh, mind your business. Mind your business. You ain't got no right. You ain't got nah. Boosie is the right person to say something. Some man, a man needs to say something. And someone that we look at and agree is a man, because it's obviously that if you don't have male role models in your life to give you anything, and you can't pick them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even if you notice, if you see someone that does not look at you like a role model doing something wrong that you've deemed wrong, whatever the case may be, or going away that you think that maybe they could change. And like I said, I don't know personally, so I don't go there. But if this girl is dating a girl, if this boy is dating a girl who dresses like a boy, and she's dating a boy who dresses like a girl, they're not gone, right? They're in a confused stage themselves. So someone needs to step up and start trying to see what can be said, what conversations need to be had. Somebody needs to see, because a lot of kids live in a world where they only see what their parents want them to see. Mm-hmm. And they think everything is okay. It's all lollipops. Everyone loves it. Everyone's good with it. And then they get out there in public and it's like, oh, Mom, why didn't you tell me it was like this? Dad, why didn't you tell me that it was like this? You know, some of them get self-awareness by the public.
You don't think that relationship was staged for promotional purposes of the trans agenda?
See, the thing is, like me personally, I believe that the trans agenda is already going to move with or without that. So, do I feel like they rode the wave? Yes. I do feel like they rode the wave of it, and I think that, of course, they could have picked Wade to do it, right? So they went with, whoever was willing to do it. I mean, I think Hollywood is weird anyway, 100%, and they all playing their role in weird Hollywood.
You said something last week, and it's still been ringing in my ear, in regards to little boys find it easier to be little girls. And I kind of was looking at the situation and I was like, dang, could he have been fearful and not feeling like he could be as a great basketball player, or his dad might, the pressure of it and just took the easy route, or I just want to know, because
in Florida, it's not a hard state to get intimidated to be a man, especially a black male. Mm-hmm. That state killed the boy at the gas station for playing his music too loud. Black teenager. That state killed the boy for walking in the back way to his home, to his father's house, just grabbing Skittles and goddamn juice. You know what I'm saying? That city has freaking drive-bys. Just this weekend had a 13-year-old get shot dead, in that same state. A 13-year-old shot dead. Not that this doesn't happen anywhere, but we're in a state where it's like, stand your ground against anything you feel fearful of. Mm-hmm. Well, what is everybody afraid of in today's world? Not just a black male, but throw that word young black male in front of it. Oh my God. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your precious jewels if it's a young black male walking. So yes, I see it in my community since I was younger. The boy that don't want to be in the fights, the boy that don't want to be considered the neighborhood, part of the neighborhood beefs, he want to be on the safe side. He start hanging with all the girls, and of course they got boyfriends. They stick him in the friend zone, and none of the dudes like him because he's weird or because he wants to hang around girls all day long, or because he's always telling your business. He's probably, even if he do he's usually from a single family household too, as well, right? So this kid is usually way out of line, out of bonkers. Even if they're not a single child, they feel like they're the only child. And that's like, it's safe. This the same reason that women transition too. That's where they feel like I'm in control. I'm in charge. I'm the shits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like shoot. They get that. They a lot of the women that transition young had a problem getting guys to like them.
You talk about the ones that want to be boys.
Yes,
Mm.
the boys wasn't knocking down their doors when they was in grade school. So they chose by 7th or 8th grade that they want to put on the tomboy stuff and hang.
Mm.
This is
Or
like so.
it could have been the boys was knocking and they didn't like it, and so then they went. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Everybody's situation could have been
Or beating or whatever, right?
different. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there is a break in reality from that person, right? That changes any aspect of your life. There's a break of reality. I mean,
Well,
a person that's following their dreams is breaking reality.
Mm-hmm.
well, you guys know that speaking of women transitioning to men, there have been quite a few of them coming out recently. One of which is suing her doctors
Oh.
for performing the double. I think it's the double. I would call it mastectomy, but she don't have cancer, so I don't know. They took
Mm-hmm.
both of her breasts, or whatever. I think her name is Camille Kiefel. And yeah, so she's suing her doctors now, saying that, but she did it at a later stage. And what I what I think is going to happen is this is going to become a problem because doctors are now pushing hormones because cha-ching, cha-ching,
Mm-hmm.
pushing transitioning surgeries, cha-ching, cha-ching,
Mm-hmm.
at such young ages before the kids can even, grow up to realize that maybe that's not what they wanted. They're going through complications. A lot of people, not all, but a lot of people have been going through these complications with infections or just their body parts not working as they should. And her biggest regret, of course, she says she missed her breast, and she's been having complications as well. So she's seeking, I think, about $700,000 to $800,000, for, I guess, pain and suffering. But it's not like you could sew your breasts back, but I don't think it's the same. And a lot of these surgeries are irreversible.
I'm so let me ask you a question real quick. She got this done as a sex change, or she got this done by accident by the doctor?
No, she got it done as a sex change. So she went to the doctor and she said she felt like, she was in the wrong body and she hated her
Mm.
breasts. And I think she had two online consultations or two consultations with the doctor. Like, so they only saw her two times. And then they agreed, that she was suffering from, is it gender dysphoria?
Let me tell you, they have to go through a therapy session. Like I know somebody who transitioned before, and they have to go through like a therapist or something has to get approved, like that they're mentally stable to transition before that happens. So if they didn't go through whatever to get whatever sign for mental transition, I don't think that they have a case. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're
No,
not.
I think she did. They approved her to get it. The fact that what her issue is that she suffers from that bipolar disorder and other mental issues that they did not evaluate. They just went ahead with the gender dysphoria and approved the surgery, put her on hormones, which caused all types of issues for her. And her whole thing is these doctors are so eager to do the surgery and give you the hormones that they don't even try to see if something is really wrong with you mentally. Or maybe you're just confused at the moment. So,
Wow.
What the fuck?
She just set the whole movement back years. I
yeah, she
mean, come on. Let's just take down all the goddamn banners and all the shit that we've been hearing about it. They have choices and they love it. And they know and they've been knowing since birth. I mean, let's just take away all that research. Because
yeah,
that's what I heard. They know this at birth. They were born knowing that they are ready. Only we haven't accepted it. So I think that her biggest mistake is she's going to try to make her argument or her basis the basis of many. And
Oh, wait. It's many out there. There's men and women. I kind of been watching different transition videos and of men who chopped their things off, went through the surgery, and the
I bet they do feel dumb.
it doesn't work.
But I'm
The
not gonna lie to you. I can
it does
imagine why any dude would feel dumb. I can
it
imagine why any dude would feel dumb.
it doesn't work as you expect it to. It's so much upkeep and so many complications that there are a lot of people. I mean, so far I've seen 13 different people interview.
I really don't feel empathetic. I mean, I really don't feel empathetic for anybody who said they wanted another body and then said it's too much upkeep. Well, that's what we've been telling you for years. I'm sure the women say the same thing to the men. That's what we've been telling you for years. Like, you said you wanted this.
Well, that's the fear with Zaya, you know what I'm saying, and her being or him being so young is that basically like you already think you're going to spend your entire life trying to be something that you will never be. And that's what a lot of these detransitioners say in their interviews is at the end of the day, no matter how much surgery, no matter what, I was just never happy because I was never fully accepted as the other sex because that's just not what I am.
Yeah.
Listen,
So some of them are so demented that they carry around tampons and feminine hygiene products
listen.
just to feel more like a
What
woman.
people need to do is stop and take a fucking deep breath, right? Because if you want to be something else now, you can. They have VRs. You can put on the thing. If you want to be a girl, put on the VR, virtual reality, and you'll be a girl and you can go through the metaverse and be the fucking girl that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? But stop with the bullshit. Like, please, you know what I'm saying? Like, please don't make it make sense. If you feel like that's the change that you want to make and that's your intention and you went through with it, that's the life that you chose.
Virtual reality sex changes is what you just you just you
I
just
feel like that makes
you
more
just
sense than whatever the hell's going on. Because at least when you come out the game, you're like, all right, at least I know what it felt like to be a girl. Like, if that's what you wanted to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just
no, I mean, could you like listen? I'm not gonna lie to you. I could understand why all like at first when it was first happening and the transition was happening, it was like just people walking around and it was like, oh, that's a girl. You know, that used to be a dude. Oh, oh, that's a dude. You know, that used to be a girl. That's Tanya, not Tony. Oh, you know that. So when you start realizing that later in the game, what happened is people like, bro, it's not right if you don't tell them that you are a transsexual. You know what I'm saying? Like you're 100% violating now, bro. Then there's people like, well, transsexuals should date other transsexuals. They should date men that transition into women and vice versa. They should just switch out like that. But then it's like that fucked up the game. I mean, like if they made the transition so that they can be who they are freely, but then you have to tell people, and now people don't want to interact with you or cross with you because
let me just tell you
you're not a natural.
what should happen
It
and
fucks
what
it
I
up.
always believe is what should happen is the girl that you find or whoever it is that you find in high school, just stick with them because you understand, you know enough about them, you know their first and last name because they call it when they're saying attendance in class. You know enough information about them that you spent with them that you just need to find that person.
But that's not what the world is driven by. Y'all know all these sex changes are not driven by how these people feel about themselves. It's how other people of the other sexes make them feel.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the baby, like with Zaya, like
Yes,
I
all the
forgot who
girls are
it
cool
was.
with you.
They said this poor boy is going to grow up and feel into his body and realize that when he goes out here outside of the people that's catering to his ideations or his delusion, um people are gonna still look at him like a boy or a man. So it's like you're
Like,
setting
he could
this
be like
child up,
EJ.
but
He could be like EJ.
EJ be chilling. EJ be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's just, I don't know.
I mean, like, for the record, I
Or
want
he may
everyone to
not change his
understand.
mind, like you said.
I want everybody to understand. I don't think that it's a problem either way. Zaya could very much so be like 80% of the kids today who see what they want and buckle down. I mean, we got an 18-year-old that just won mayor.
Mm-hmm.
An 18-year-old just won mayor. A 14-year-old just now got her degree in bioengineering.
Yeah.
College degree in bioengineering. I mean, we're in the world now where these kids, they come out in the TikTok world, they buy their parents' houses. They know what they want to be.
Yeah.
They are 100% comfortable in one thing that we still have not gotten out of our bubble and understood what J Money said. We're in a world where today, if you say you want to be it and you're not it, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
It's 100% your fault. If you're a loser and you don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be a loser, I'm going to be a loser, it's your fault. It's your fault. If you're getting anything out of life that you're not asking for or that you're not putting in work for, that's what you get.
The fuck you get.
I mean, really?
That's true.
It's that simple.
I mean, there's people waking up every fucking day, trying to win the lottery, making it go up billions and billions of dollars, trying to win it.
They're trying.
Bro, this man said to me, you ain't playing the lottery? You tripping. I said, why am I tripping? Y'all just put billions of dollars in that joint. All y'all could have got together and did some houses. But you did all this for yourself. For yourself. I'm the selfish one. Listen, I play this game. Listen, y'all know me. I play 2K. Y'all know me. I play 2K. The 2K community is ruined now.
Why?
Because everybody is understanding I can do literally what I want to do. If I want to make a player that can dunk on everybody, I'm going to try to dunk on everybody all game. If I want to make a player that can shoot half court, by golly, you better get out of my way when I got that ball because I'm going to throw it up. And I don't care if we lose the game. I don't care if everybody around me is having a bad time. I'm going to still jack my shot. That's how they do on there. I'm going to still dribble and try to score on 5 people by myself. So when you tell me, when you wake up and you tell me, oh, I'm not having the best day, or nothing I do is working, or this isn't for me. Well, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Wait a minute. How are you feeling at this right now? I mean, like, I got an older son. And this boy, I say, it's you finished with that school stuff yet? I mean, they gave you the best opportunity in the world, boy. They put you in high school during COVID time. Boy, pull out your damn 2 tablets, open one on Google, open one on your damn work. Get it done. I mean, we're in a world now where if you want to be, there's parents that say my kids on honor roll all A's, and now I don't even get excited anymore. I'm like, okay. Okay. In today's world, like, I'm not bragging about the kid that made all A's that told me he could follow the system and get in line. I'm more interested about that little kid that's coming to me talking about something. He got an LLC. This little kid talking about he got 10K followers on TikTok because he can dance. I'm like, wait a minute. You got this kid falling in line, and all these other kids are designing clothes, making businesses, and running the world. Shoot, don't hold mine back. What you want to be? You want to be a scholar? Great, it's right there too. I approve that, but we see what scholars get. Go in that garage and see if you can build another computer like Steve Jobs.
But you know what? We don't even have enough doctors, enough prosecutors, enough lawyers,
I thought you were about to say
enough.
Prostitutes.
No. I'm just talking about in the black community as a whole. Like, I understand, like, kids, following their dreams and being
No,
creative
I
and
thought
stuff
you.
like that. But when
I,
it comes to the bigger picture, we always complain that we
hmm
have to go outside of our community to get this. Well, I mean, nobody's really raising their kids to, what I'm saying, fall, like, you don't have to fall in line, but kind of different routes. You see a lot of Nigerians though come over here. You have a lot of Nigerian doctors, and it's kind of like it's a type of mentality that I just hope our people could kind of get out of. Like, not force your child to do
hmm
something, but kind of encourage them to want to do something that's actually going to
Yes.
help the bigger picture.
Yes, and let me
You
say
know,
that
I mean,
real
like,
quick.
listen.
I thought you was about to say prostitute because I was about to say no. It's too many of them because I've been heard girls say that they don't want to do anything. They just want to go to the club and dance. They want to do that for a living. I'd rather go shake. I was just like, that's crazy. You don't want to like learn anything or like get a career or like you know what I'm saying, even go to school. Like you, what do you want to do? Like have your own business, do hair or anything else? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to hear that some people don't even have the drive to want to do anything. They think that some people really think that somebody just owes them something, and they should just wake up one day and somebody should send them a check or somebody should.
Nah, like you harsh. You harsh. I'm fair. I'm gonna be fair in this situation because
Mm-hmm.
everyone wants to live the It's still called the American dream. It just don't happen to be back in my day. A good show that came on TV was the Cosby Show.
But
I
do you
got to see
realize?
a Fresh Prince of Bel Air and
Right.
see Uncle Phil was a judge. And you know what I'm saying? I got to
But do
see
you
Doctor.
realize? Right. The American dream has expanded, and living the American dream means need to be able to travel the world. It's not the American
Yeah,
dream. Is
but
you
what is it showing you? If you flick on a TV show right now, hell, it don't matter what that TV show now is. It's not showing you to be to get the big house. You can be a doctor. It's showing you that the spoils of war go to the ratchet.
yes, that's what it's showing.
It's showing that. Oh, I mean, we got artists like Kendrick and J. Cole. Yes, they get called the ghosts. They get called the greatest. But we don't respect these type of artists like we supposed to. Not when we talk about if it's the baby, the future, little baby, and whatever turn up it is at the moment, because it's all about what we consistently see and what we consistently praise.
hmm
I mean, listen, there was a post that said a girl on her 18th birthday made $1 million when she started her OnlyFans,
See,
Mm,
and that chick made its rounds.
mm.
So, do y'all think that the next girl that was in, I mean, like, she started thinking to herself, wait a minute, mom, as a doctor, how much they make? About 100,000 a year, 150. Woo, that sounds good, mom. But she made $1 million in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
it's fucked up.
Okay,
It's fucked
I
up.
get it.
I don't.
I mean, listen, you brag about it all the time. What was one of your favorite albums, J Money? The College Dropouts,
hmm
not the college graduate.
I
Yeah.
mean, but
I told you what happened by the time he got to graduation. She
I'm
was
just
fucked
saying,
up.
America pushes us to do exactly what they want us to do.
No, he's
Because
absolutely
if
right.
they make too many doctors and too many lawyers and too many upstanding citizens, then what the hell the jail's going to be for? What the how lives not going to get saved? Is it going to be only bunch of old people in the cemeteries? Well, that ain't lucrative.
well, don't you think that's what's wrong with our community now? Thinking like that.
What lucrative?
No. Thinking like, like, why not hurry up and make this $1 million? Like, of course, following what we see, like, I think that's where we don't. I look at other children in other communities or other cultures, and I'm like, their kids ain't way as fucked up as ours. And
Mm.
I just feel sometimes like, yeah, it's funny, it's cool, but also, it's more hurtful than helpful.
So like I'm watching this show called Emancipation, and not the one with Will Smith, y'all. It's a whole dive in America, its creation, how they started using slaves, why they started using slaves, the purpose of slaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, where I'm going with this is the world is still 100% in replay mode, right? It's like when the gold rush happened, someone found gold, maybe 5 or 6 people found gold, but it caused the whole world to run to California and make California a rich state, all by not finding gold, but by selling the tools to find the gold, to look for the gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're in a world now where someone makes $1 million on TikTok, someone makes $1 million on OnlyFans, someone makes $1 million on YouTube or Instagram. Everyone starts saying, I can do that, I can do that. And they start doing what the same person that made the $1 million was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, sort of just like the gold rush.
Yeah.
We are not changed as people. We just got technology now.
Yeah.
And with that technology, it's supposed to have made us better as people.
Let me tell you what I call the technology. I call it like the vibranium. Like, I don't know if you ever saw Black Panther, if you anybody.
Of course.
But like, it's supposed to be used, but used in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you put this stuff in people's hands and they use it in the wrong way. It's supposed to be used to help us be able to communicate. Like, I'm so thankful for the geniuses and the nerds and the geeks and whoever that came before us to come up with these great iPhones so that we can have a camera and do FaceTime. You remember when you used to have a phone, it used to be a flip phone. And, oh, if you had a phone with a camera on it, that was like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So now that you can have all of these things, it's great. But the way we're using it, it became perverted and toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that we're using social media, the way that we're using dating apps. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much that it's turned into something else. So I believe that it's just gotten out of hand and it's just out of our control. And that's what they said with the vibranium. Like, if the vibranium gets out here, they're going to start using it in ways that like it shouldn't be used, and it's out of control. And like, that's what happened when the World Wide Web opened up. Like, once you started seeing www, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Now they have a whole fucking metaverse where you could put on glasses and be in a whole nother zone. Like, I was playing the VR game with my kids. Like, you could put on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff now that's just technology so crazy, but I just feel like it's just too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's out of control.
You know what the first viral internet thing was? I hate Barney. That was the first viral internet sensation. I hate Barney Club.
No, I thought I was that unforgivable.
Mm-mm. Never heard of it. So, speaking of new music, y'all, because y'all know that we got to talk about that. New music. Gucci Mane has slated that he will be dropping a new 80-song album. I don't have to ask Jzabel, was she ready? But is 80-song album too much or just right for the good old So Icy finale album?
As I was saying, the technology has become perverted because back in the day, you could not ever drop an 80-song album. When you dropping mixtapes and you dropping albums, you had to have enough for the CD. If you had a 2 CD album, nigga, your shit was too much.
It's already out.
It's already out. But I just feel like because of technology, yes, that's why Chris Brown was able to drop a 55-song album or 52-song album. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they're able to do that. Now, one, I think that it is a business venture because Gucci Mane knows that he has a fan base, and him putting out 80 songs is like, honestly, for Gucci Mane, as many mixtapes and songs that he's put out, for him to just add another 80 to his catalog before the fourth, you know what I'm saying, in the fourth quarter, I feel like it's just a very great business venture because he has a whole year that he can market that and go on tour, and you know what I'm saying, and people are gonna be like, oh shit, I never heard this Gucci Mane song. Nigga, you probably never heard none of these fucking Gucci Mane songs because he has that many, you know what I'm saying? So I think he's just having fun doing what Gucci Man loves to do.
I'm
He
pretty
signed up
sure.
for this shit. He signed up to be a rapper. He signed up for this shit. He knows the fuck. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's like, I'm gonna be doing this shit, and he's doing that motherfucker.
It's not just him. I think it's just all his everybody on his label. It's the So Icy Boys finale. I just ran through the track list. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I'll definitely be putting it on during cleanup time or something like that. Maybe if I have a long drive.
Good.
Um,
Yeah,
but
you gonna need a long drive for that.
yeah,
how long is it? Like what?
A couple
It's
days.
like it's like
it's
9 days.
it's three.
It's 3 days.
It's 3 hours and 51 minutes.
3 days.
Okay, that's a trip to Orlando. That's a trip down to Orlando for me.
New
All
York.
right, I'll give it a listen. But I'm gonna listen to see how many times Gucci Man repeats himself on the album. How many times a
You said
verse?
Gucci.
No, not that. I want to know how many times a verse recycles itself, or maybe a bar
Mm.
recycles itself.
Word. He gonna say a lot
You
of
know,
words.
I kind of do that. That's funny. When I catch, I kind of listen for it, and when I hear it, I be like, "Oh, you said that in this song." But that's funny. Not just with him, with everybody though.
Yeah, it's like driving. It's like driving it home. You know what I'm saying? It's like driving it home. It's like if enough people don't say, "Yo, you hear that line?" You gotta bring it back to remind them. It's like I swear Kanye West reused that Miracle Whip line in a couple of songs, but every time I hear it, I still think that it's the first time I'm hearing the Miracle Whip line.
Ooh, speaking of Gucci, tribute to Takeoff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it because I listened to it. I think about 5 times.
Yeah.
And the reason I listened to it so much is because at the end, he was giving his condolences to everybody. But he left one person out. Could you guys guess who that is?
No, because I didn't listen to the song in its entirety.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I did listen to the song, but it was a lot
Anybody
of
anybody out there know who he left out? All right.
Kooky Low.
He No, he did not give his condolences to Offset.
Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting. Maybe
That's
because
what I said. I
maybe
was
because
like,
also
hold
wasn't
on,
there.
but wait six. So the first time I heard it, I was like, all right, okay. Hold on, wait, he's missing somebody. Maybe I didn't hear it right. So I played it again, and I'm like, okay, all right, hold on, let me slow it down. Okay, no, I'm tripping. So then I played the whole song over, right? And I'm like, okay, it's not just him though. There's a few people that's really, really close that is giving their condolences to Quavo and Takeoff's mom and everybody else, but specifically shading or just not really mentioning Offset. You've seen celebrities that aren't close mention everybody, the whole Migos family, blah 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 blah. But it just raised the eyebrow because I was like, does Gucci and Offset have some type of disagreement or something that
Right.
I don't know about? Or I mean, like, what was really going on in that situation?
I definitely think that I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for Gucci. I believe that maybe that was for the people there, and of course, obviously his mom. But I have to hear it. You know, Offset wasn't there.
Oh no, he gave QC. He said Quavo. He said Mama Takeoff. He said this person, that person, everybody but Offset. And correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, I listened to it 5 times, and I was like, okay. And that's not it. Even with looking at Instagram posts and looking in the shade room or just looking at the people that supposedly around that circle, it's just it's kind of weird. And then Offset performed recently, and he had Takeoff's picture up there, and he was playing the Michael Jackson song "Never Say Goodbye." Did you guys see that?
Nah.
If my computer wasn't so slow, I'll show you guys. But it should be on the shade room, and it just seemed like the fans are just not convinced that he's really grieving Takeoff, and I don't understand what, like, is there a standard time to when somebody's supposed to stop grieving?
No.
Exactly, but people were just like, okay, um, just going back and forth in the comments, and I was like, okay, people not really feeling Offset right now, and I don't know why. Is it because he left the group,
Well,
or
because he has Cardi.
I
Was he getting on Bad
mean,
and Bougie?
and mentioning Cardi, they even felt like she had a lack of empathy for Takeoff's passing. She was quiet on Instagram when it initially happened, and then she got a publicist to post a lengthy post in dedication to him. But after that, she's been on Instagram
Been
arguing with people, on Twitter arguing with people,
So
just active as hell.
I think
But could not personalize her own message to Takeoff.
I feel like some
Just
people.
weird.
I mean, I feel like some people personalize it differently, and you know what I'm saying. You don't know what's happening on the back end or how they're doing their emotional support. But like, if they're not comfortable emotionally being in the forefront, like that's you know what I'm saying. Maybe that's not how they wanted to.
Cardi, not.
Like
I'm just saying
some
what the
people,
fans saying.
like
Like,
I know some people
your
like
behavior is
they
your
can't believe it.
behavior.
Yeah, your behavior is your behavior, but some people they can't accept the loss. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like maybe doing that or making a song saying that he's really gone, like might you know what I'm saying, like make it too real for them or something like that. You don't know what
That,
somebody emotionally or mentally is going through. So you know what I'm
that,
saying. I never can give them the benefit of the doubt for why or why not they did or did not want to do that, but you don't know what's happening on the back end and you don't know how they're emotionally feeling. But that might not be for them. They might not be like, yeah, let me make a song about rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like that might not be.
I'm not. I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not
I
shocked.
don't.
I'm not
Yeah.
shocked that rap fans don't understand what real emotions are.
Mhm.
I mean, duh. These are the same people that will show a man's dead ass body, reshared. So, I
Yeah.
mean, why the fuck we care about the emotions of rap fans? Not trying to
Mhm.
be funny, but they're the most emotionless people in the world. They want to hear about riding on your ox with the stick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shit, they want you
Uh,
to run down on everybody. But why the fuck
mhm.
we care about what they thinking? They rap fans.
I just found it awkward that the fans were really like, I just reading
You
like
know what I'm saying?
like I
Maybe
be
it's
in the comment section, I be on YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, like people are
nah.
really, they don't have no
You
sympathy
don't even
for
know. Maybe it's a
Offset.
religious thing. Maybe it's against their religion to do that, and you know what I'm saying, like or against what you know what I'm saying, whatever
Whose
their laws are.
religion?
Now
I
you
don't
know
know.
what it is.
I don't know.
You
They
know
don't
what it is.
say anything. I'm just saying it could just be something that they
No,
feel
they
might
were
be
just
uncomfortable with.
saying that Cardi B, she couldn't even post, like, like, why would she get her, like, a lot of people were just like, why would she get her publicist to write a lengthy ass message instead of, like, if you were close to somebody, would you go and pay somebody to write a dissertation for Instagram?
But like,
You
I'm
know?
trying to understand something, right? I'm trying to understand something. Why were they? Why would people assume that him and Cardi were close?
I don't
Because he
know.
was married to her cousin. Because she's married to his cousin.
I don't. You gotta ask the comment section.
I mean, like for real, because I would ask that comment section this. I mean, a lot of people make their comments just to be seen, but let's just be real. Why do we expect her to be close with him? That's the cousin. She's married to the cousin. So, and whatever disdain that was going on between them business wise, between Offset and Takeoff, whatever was happening between them business wise, doesn't negate to how family grieves. We're not talking about regular like partners in a rap group.
Right.
We ain't talking about damn Temptations, you know what I'm saying, who just met
Right.
each other in school. We talk about family members. So, however, if this man don't choose to come out to 5 years later and share his feelings, hello, hell, if your mama, cousin, uncle, somebody died, you at work, don't they give your ass a week off at least?
Yeah.
What it called? Bereavement.
Hmm.
So rap fans are hilarious because they really want you to be emotionless and only share your emotions in the music by telling your business.
Right.
And if you ain't giving your business on social media, giving your business in the music, you don't care. You how insensitive for Cardi B to have her publicist write something. I'm pretty sure that her publicist was probably egging her to say something. Like,
and Cardi B has been saying she couldn't even find words. She's not even feeling like rapping or making music. She's going.
What? She's been active as hell on Twitter. She got a lot of words every day on Instagram.
Right. She's actively said though that the reason she has not been putting out music is because she just feels like it's not good enough. It's not. She's going through something mentally right now.
I don't think they care about her putting out the music. A lot of the fans were just shocked at her. Like you said, who said that they were close? I don't know who said that they were close, but the people in the comment section was just like, oh, she's, like you said, insensitive. Oh, her publicist wrote that post. Why couldn't she write it? Da 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 da. And then I was thinking like you guys, well, she doesn't have to say anything. Maybe she is grieving. And then every day on the Shade Room or on Twitter, she's tweeting this or tweeting that. Or
let's play devil's advocate for Cardi. Cardi could have picked up her phone. Cardi could have picked up her phone when it happened and been on a straight Cardi rant saying all types of shit. And her publicist could have said, wait, let me do it. Because if you say this, it's going to set this shit up. Like, it's going to be too much. Let me say something. Let me put these words. She could have got let go, fuck you, I'll fucking fuck you, or fucking hate you, and if I see you, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know, like, come on. Like, her publicist could have been protecting her image.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
And her future endeavors. I mean, like, it's easy for us as outsiders looking in to assume the most worst, egregious crime has been committed.
Always.
But when we really start to paying attention, sniffing around the facts, we started finding out, I'd have reacted the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It get real tricky when we start asking ourselves, how would you how do we react? How does one react? Because it's like now saying that it's like the Winston-Salem witches, right? Oh, magic, they're a witch, burn them. You know, it's like, oh, no emotions, kill them, crucify them, don't buy their albums, cancel their shows. They're emotionless. We gotta move way different in America now because there's a 24/7 eye on us.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the only way that we can escape that is to go into straight seclusion and hiding. Into a place where we know digital is not existing right now. Now turn off your Wi-Fi. I got an artist that said to me, I deactivated my Facebook because I needed a break. I deactivated my social media because it's too much right now.
I've done that before too.
I do it all the time.
And like I hear it now that people are saying this, and I'm like, wow. I totally get the shut off, but is the shut off for you or is the shut off for them?
Both mentally.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's become so much that you can be overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Like someone's like, oh, my video's going viral, or your video's not going viral, or you're working so hard trying to do this and you just went and spent $500 on a video shoot and you have 5 views. You know what I'm saying? Or
I need to hurry up and post, so I gotta post every day, or I forgot to schedule my post. Shit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me hurry up.
But everything that y'all are saying, is what has to happen though.
Right.
It's a part of the game.
It is, but it isn't. at the same time.
No, it is, and you just need to be mentally prepared. And if you
Oh
ever,
well,
I
yeah.
just feel like,
In this
listen, certain artists, you
profession,
don't realize certain artists are just able to do it naturally, right? You know what I'm saying? Certain artists you're not even seeing on social media like that all the time. Nas is not an artist that you see on social media all the
Who
time.
that?
Nas,
But that's why he was able to be a target of a comment that was made.
exactly,
Nas is irrelevant.
right, exactly. And then he came out with a song with this person. So
mhm.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day,
That
you know
song
what I'm
is
saying?
hitting too.
It's
Speaking of
hitting too.
which, I like
Yeah.
it.
Was it one gun, one mic, or one mic, one gun?
One mic,
So
one gun.
yeah, so at the end of the day, it can be, you could do it how you want to do it. T-Pain is not on social media every day, but you still, you know what I'm saying? Like he still has his songs going at festivals. He still has his songs in movies. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, a new movie came out. I'm like, damn, T-Pain still, and he still got new
Mhm.
shit. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like there's still ways to be active, but you don't have to be on social media.
You don't have to let it
There are artists who said
consume
you don't have to
all
let
of
that
you.
consume you. There are artists who said that they've gone nomad and put their tablets down and got away and just went out in the country. Certain what's the actor's name? When he you have to find him. You have to make a call to somebody else to call him and go meet him so he can come back and make a phone call back to you.
Certain
So
execs
I get
aren't. A lot of execs aren't on social media, like high end music execs. They
They're
not on
not.
there. I'm
100%.
trying. Is Coach K on there? I know
Yeah,
Q
Coach K
is.
on there.
I know P is on there, but he's not. He's not as. He don't post as often as you would think.
Yeah, Coach K definitely on there. But like the thing about it is, we're we're naming the people who don't do it as much anymore because they have the workload to speak for it by doing it already.
So
When you're trying to reach a threshold, you don't have that luxury of checking out. It's like school. It's like college. If you deactivate yourself a semester, you set yourself back a semester.
right, but
Yeah,
so
but you.
that's your choice. If you want to
Yeah.
stop a semester and go back and take night school and you know what I'm saying, figure it out your own way, that's what you chose to do.
You're not in the
That's your
same
choice.
race as everybody else,
I,
and
I stand on it. I stand on it.
that's where social media becomes overwhelming for some people. It's like you got to realize your life is not their life. Your life is my life is not your life. We may be probably looking like we're doing the same thing, but we probably all have different goals. So sometimes it could be pressure. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I'm here to tell everybody. And six could be wrong. Y'all know me. I'm usually not 100% right all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
if you have a goal and
Mm-hmm.
someone is in the way,
Mhm.
it is easier for you to remove that someone
Mm-hmm.
than to remove your goals because that someone is making your goals a harder task to reach.
Which may be
Right.
easier, but some people's mindset is to just rearrange their goals. And oh, that dang, that's not gonna work for me. All right, I'm gonna try something else. Damn, I try to probably be a life
I
coach.
hate a person that's following a person
Like
and
if they
allowing
went
a
and they
person to
tried to
follow them. And,
listen, if they
and
went and they applied for a job and they did not get that job, they're gonna apply somewhere else.
Mhm.
Do you keep going in the same direction that's not working for you, or do you move on to something else?
Mhm.
yeah, but if you're talking about the sense of the job is going to keep the people in the building that they mesh with and kick out the people that they don't. And
I'm just
as
giving
the
an example for the job.
yeah, but you're the job, right? If you're on social media to sell your shirts, if you're on social media to sell your music, if you're on social media to do anything of working related, you are the job.
Right.
So when someone comes into your job, if someone walks into my job and think they're going to make my job hell, it's easier for me to escort them out the building.
That's why, all right. So if something does happen, right, you're the owner of your business.
Yes.
Something happens to you, you can't deal with business that day. You still have the things in order. If something happens at McDonald's, they're not going to close and stop selling French fries because something happened to the, you know what I'm saying, to the manager. They're going to find a way to keep it going. Yes, it's going to be okay, something happened, but they're going to find a way to keep business going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be able to do that. So now, if it's a job, I was making the job as an example. But if it's a goal and you're like, well, this is what I want to do, cool. It might take 1,000 no's to get your one yes, and all you're looking for is that one yes. So don't stop, because if you believe in that, then you believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I be telling people, like, they're like, man, you keep talking about these grants. I'm like, man, if you're not filling out grants every day, then what are you doing? You can't say that I'm a full-time artist and I'm doing this. Like, I've sent you grants before too. And I'm like, man, all you have to do is just be signed up with a PRO for 2 years and they'll give you $3,000. You're like, shit, what? Like, do this stuff. And you can't say, man, I don't know, I ain't getting no money from it. An artist told me that he hasn't got paid off a song he's been doing for 5 years. How? You haven't gotten a penny? Because
they don't watch this show though.
You don't want it. You love performing and doing this song. I've seen you perform this song over 30 times.
They don't watch my show. They ain't watching us.
But if you want it, you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, you're gonna get it. If you don't want it,
now keep deactivating yourself.
Listen, because some people say they want it bad, but they don't really want it. They just kind of want it. They want it easy. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in those long nights. They don't want to put in they just kind of want it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want it that bad. Mm-hmm. They want it handed to them. They believe that they deserve it. Mm-hmm. They believe they don't have to earn it.
100%.
When it comes to that, they're like, oh, okay. Well, I did my part. You know what I'm saying? Somebody better give it to me.
100%.
What makes you think that? Prove yourself. Wake up every day and prove yourself. You want to be a better person, be better for yourself. And if you're doing better for yourself,
everything that you just said right now, without saying it, I just want the record to show, and everyone that's looking in here, he validated what I said. He validated exactly what I said.
Yeah,
if you take yourself out the race, if you take yourself out the battle, we're gonna move someone else in that can fight. And guess what, y'all? In a fight, in a battle, we don't sub a person out to get you back in because you can fight. We sub the people out when they give up the fight. Mm-hmm. And as long as a man is fighting, we're not worried about a hole because it's full. So when you ask yourself, why, what, when, hey.
Let me tell you, when somebody sees you fighting for yourself, they'll help you. But when somebody sees you giving up, they'll help you.
Yo, like that is like the thing of the study that was done with the guy who said that his car had stopped and he sat in it to see who would help him move his car out the street. Everyone rode around him. Some people actually honked at him and cussed him out. He came back and he got out his car the second time and he started trying to push it himself. 5 people got out their cars behind him, stopped traffic, and helped him move his car.
You see what I'm saying? But do you see how crazy that is?
I saw it. I saw how crazy it was. And I kind of understood it. Like you said, nobody's going to help you if you don't want to help yourself. If you keep telling me every day, I can't do it, I'm losing, I'm going to get back.
Did he put his blinkers on? Did he do anything?
Now he just sat in his car and so he had his blinkers on, and his hood up. So it just sat there. And everybody just like, move the fucking car off the way, man. Get off the way. You fucking idiot.
When he started putting in the effort to get himself the fuck out the way, people were able to help. People were willing to help him get out the way. But if you're not trying to help yourself, ain't nobody gonna help you. On everything. And I swear, it's like I'm good to the people that I'm around, right? And I can't explain it, but like somebody might say something to me, and they be like, "Man, yeah, I wish I had a little." Like, all right, cool. And then it'd be crazy. I'd be walking, I'd be coming back, like, "Oh damn, somebody said they wanted that." And like, "Here, you want this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's cool." And I bring it back, and they're like, "How'd you get this?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't know." You know what I'm saying? It's just blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be good to the people that you're around, but if you're not around the people with good intentions, like I even say, people on the team, you got to be careful because you could have dysfunctions on your team, right? Mm-hmm. You could have that person to be like, you be like, all right, so look in the video, I'm trying to do like the Iron Man joint and make them, you know what I'm saying, do like this. And they be like, nah, bruh. Nah, I don't know about that, bruh. That sounds like too much. I don't think we can make that happen. You got to go. you got to get the fuck from around me because your energy is telling me if I can see fucking Disney do it in the Marvel and I can imagine it in my head, I need to be around people who be like, all right, cool, let's figure out how to make this shit happen. Shit, we might
Yep.
gotta watch YouTube. Shit, well, we gotta download some FX. Well, we gotta download this. All right, shoot, what we gotta do? I need to be around those people.
Yes,
Those
sir.
are the people who gonna help you excel and move forward. Those motherfuckers who like that, cool. I understand where you stand. Get the fuck from around me. It's cool. Be you, but be you the fuck away from me. Because I don't need that energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. 'Cause some people don't believe in the goal. And you're gonna run into those people, but just know how to deal with them. You got to.
Well, on another good cheery note, I guess you can go to cue up the hand claps. I guess all the publishers will be happy coming up real soon. It's that time of the year.
Fourth
And I
quarter
tell you
down.
what, if you've been handling all your business straight and everything right, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. J Money, beat the streets, entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how'd you feel when you first got your first publishing check?
So, to be honest with you, it's been some years now, but after the first one, I was in my head like, this is how I'm going to be paid for the rest of my life. Like, this is good. If you could do this, this is great. Like, I was just so happy and satisfied, but it really came from, you know what I'm saying, like learning, sitting down, learning, and taking the time, because it's doing paperwork. When you at a job, you got to do paperwork. You got to fill out certain things. You got to put in time sheets, and this is the same thing. So,
I have deemed publishing the number one most important thing needed. I have deemed that number one. I don't know where you place it on your list of needs. I got a lot of people asking about distribution. Is that number one? I got people asking me, is the PROs number one? I got people asking me, is the publishing administrator number one? What do they must have? YouTube? What? Don't ask me about YouTube. Come on now. Publishing. If you are not your own publisher after today's show, you're an idiot. And I'm not gonna say that like the nice way, right? That's actually the rude, mean way. You're an idiot if you are not hip, right? Like, we talked about R. Kelly dropping his album, and we really talked about it in the sense of it being a money grab, right?
Yeah.
We talked about Gucci Mane dropping an 80-song album. We talked about that also kind of like being a money grab. Also a flex of having a lot of music in your catalog. You know. We also talked about Megan and Tory, not their music, so to speak, but the fact that they are needing something. But I'm here to tell y'all that if all of the people had their own publishers, they probably wouldn't need none of these extra antics. There's a lot of people asking about these masters. I could go on and on about why I don't give a damn about masters. I mean, if you care about them, keep them. Get them from your producers, get them from your engineers, put them on a nice little hard drive, something to keep them with you forever and ever, for you to do whatever you want to do. But me personally, I don't really care. The producers have the work, the engineers have the work.
Let me
I
tell you,
have the copies.
the reason you don't care is because once you have the mastered version and you can put it out, who really cares? Unless you need to go back and re-record anything, who cares? As long as you have the version that you can put out and distribute, cool. That's all you need.
Yeah, until you get to that syncing phase, which a lot of y'all are not even there. And one day we gotta really go deep into syncing.
Yeah.
I think that's the next wave, right? Publishing is why it's so important, because syncing is the next wave.
I mean,
Placements, I guess I should say, placements are the new wave. It's amazing that you brought up T-Pain, and yes, that man has been able to make it off of placements amazingly well.
Placements. We can call them sync placements, so they know what we're talking about. The sync placements.
Yeah. So we got to talk about that next week when we come on the show. We got to talk about that, publishing, thinking, and things like that. And why is the next wave? And I also want to give y'all some little tips. It's okay that you're late is you missed a great show. You can watch the replay at this time. Y'all should be hitting that like and subscribe button. Definitely down at the badada. Alright. Y'all already know. Make sure those notifications on so y'all can know when we pop back on.
Yeah.
Now, where did dog come from?
Say hit the like and subscribe button. Tell the people.
Niggas' hands is down too. Let me put the paws down.
Pause down.
Paws down. Don't make that dog come and put the paws on you. Y'all already know. So J Money, you got anything you working on, my boy?
Oh man, you know something's always being worked on, and you know I definitely sent you over a real exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Putting a single out for something else that I'm working on. So I sent that exclusive over to iHeart. So make sure y'all tune in Saturday, Hip Hop 9-5. You know what I'm saying? Got something really exclusive for y'all. And yeah, I just finished doing a couple videos and a movie. I was shooting somebody's movie and directing the video, so that was fun to do. Yeah, I just did King Juice video. This other guys, it's 3 other people video I did, but yeah, that's been fun to do. But yeah, just
King
look forward to some new.
We need to bring King Juice on the show one day.
Oh yeah,
that's my boy right there. That's my dog right there.
Yeah, we could definitely bring King Juice on.
That's my dog right there. And look, hey, King Juice with the shits too. I fuck with King Juice. He with the shits. I ain't gonna say nothing really. Like I ain't gonna expose it like that. But that nigga, he with the shits. That's my nigga. I fuck with that nigga. And we're gonna bring him on the show one day. Yeah.
Cool. Juice is cool.
Yeah, Juice is cool. We're gonna get him straight. We're gonna get him on the show one day, man. Because I don't think have we ever had Juice on the show actually?
No, I don't think so. Have we?
I don't know.
No,
y'all go check out my man.
I know.
We're gonna see what the new video is.
I know he was at the showcase, but I don't think he.
Juice is cool. Juice is a cool dude.
Yeah. Jzabel, la 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 la. What you got coming up?
Yes, so tomorrow I will be doing an Indie Grustle for sure, you guys. So make sure you tune in at 8:00 p.m. I definitely got a list of music to play. If you're here, you got some music you haven't sent it to me, go ahead and send it to bossbizent@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our website, www.bossbizent.com.
Yeah.
Also, check out our radio station on Live 365. You can just Google Boss Biz Radio. Literally. You Google Boss Biz Radio, everything will pop up. Yeah, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Yeah, pretty much.
Hey,
I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything.
For all you people that are blessed to be following the Boss Biz Radio page, and if you are following Jzabel's actual real page, don't worry. She's a big time Killer Keisha fan. We all know, and I'm her favorite DMV artist. Killer Keisha could be second. But you have definitely been out and about. So if y'all see Boss Biz at a show or something, y'all pop up and get yourselves a selfie with her and make sure that y'all tag Six is her favorite. Hashtag Six is her favorite. And we cool with that.
You know what, y'all? I am going to be out here in these streets a little bit more, so I will be popping up to a few showcases. Won't be circling in the, But yeah, so you might catch me out here. Yes, tap a girl on the shoulder. Don't be shy.
And don't be weird.
Yeah, don't be weird either. Yeah.
Well, y'all know your boy Sixxcess. I got a lots. Next week, I do, and I will have a Huffington Post story. I must repeat, I will have a Huffington Post story. You know who you are. I have given you 2 weeks to get yourself together, and you have it. Therefore, you will be making the finale. You will be making it on the permanent Huffington Post list. Also, guys, make sure y'all sending me in all your Huff spots so we can get them all in for the 2022 worst Huff spots of the year. We got our big end of the year show coming up.
Yes.
Y'all know it's going to be crazy. I will be counting down the top 10 spots with Huff. The top 10 spots with Huff. So that will be happening. And I also will be doing something that this is the first for me, guys. So I want to, you guys can help pitch it on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I want us to give out top 10 albums of the year. Indie and mainstream can all be together combined.
I think it should just be. I think it should be just indie.
5? Could we do 5? 10 is a lot. Could we do like 5?
You don't have 10 albums that you like this year? You piece of shit, you. We will do it just indie. We will do it just indie. And for J Money's sake, it will be 10.
10 indie?
Yeah, man, give him the top 10 albums of the year. J Man, don't pick all your DMV buddies, all right? Jump in the indie barrel. I'll send you some albums that I liked. And then you can tell everybody that you like them too. Speaking Head will be on that list. And just in case you guys don't understand, Speaking Head will be on my list. Also, Money, Power, and Respect. But where will they land?
You can't pick your own albums on your list.
Oh, those was definitely cool on my list.
That's one of the rules. Neither one of you guys can put your own albums on your list.
Well, she's making up the rules now. That is so mommy dearest.
And you know, rules are made to be
because you're already taking up 2 slots if you're putting 2 of your projects on there. So no.
You see what I'm saying? When you have a goal, sometimes people try to put obstacles in the way, and sometimes you just have to work on those
No, that's serious. So
I won't have my album on the list, but I do have 10 albums that I want to bring spotlight to that were really great albums that were dropped this year from a few indie albums. If you don't have an album, you can put a single in there, but we're gonna spotlight some artists, some indie artists.
Singles would be easier. We could do.
I bet it would be easy.
It would be. It'll allow to be.
So we're still doing albums, huh?
Yes. Let's go give us some homework. We got 2 weeks, guys. We got 2 more weeks before the end of the last show of the year.
Dang, the year over in 2 weeks.
Can y'all believe it?
Yeah.
No.
Remember, it seemed like yesterday it was January 2nd or 3rd, and I got on this show and I said, I'm going to be Cynical 6 this year. And I pulled it off. Yeah. With y'all help all year, I was very cynical, and I hope I got to the point. Who will I be next year? I don't know. But in 2 weeks, we will be giving the countdown. I will be letting y'all know how y'all did this year. Boss Biz, you know what we should start?
What?
A Boss Biz Radio Award show.
Yes. Iz said that. Shout out to Iz, because Iz been put that in my
Iz the dog.
You know what?
The innovator.
Iz is going to put his foot so far up my ass because he be in my ear and I'm the snail, you know, so we're going to get around to it.
Let's get it. Let's find us a little venue, make it real nice, get some red carpet, and let's give out some Boss Biz Awards.
Okay, you going to come home?
Yep, I will come home.
You better.
I'll come home for that. I'll definitely come home for that. It ain't going to be all DMV artists, though, y'all, because...
No, it don't have to be. It's not going to be all DMV artists if we doing everybody.
Yep. We're going to make it rock. All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm lit now. Catch me this Saturday on iHeartRadio Live.
Yeah.
Hip Hop 95. I will be playing that new J Money record. I got some more records for y'all, too. I got some new music. No R. Kelly is in the mix. Jzabel.
That's okay. That's okay.
One of my friends called me last week, said, I know you're playing a new R. Kelly album. I said, he's not hip-hop, sorry. So y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Yeah. Make sure y'all got those notifications hit, locked in, and get y'all votes and y'all submissions in, albums of the year, artists of the years, and all that good stuff. We're going to be really, really keeping it locked, keeping it loaded. That's it for your boy today. Y'all got anything else for the peeps?
That's about it.
No, y'all just I don't know. Stay safe out there. We got 13 more days before Christmas. I hope y'all ready. I'm about to put up my tree.
Yeah, I'm about to go get high as Brittany Griner did when she came home. I can't believe it. We're gonna talk about that next week, y'all. How to trade around the world. That might be the biggest trade since Herschel Walker.
Bruh.
Why does everybody hate Herschel? We'll talk about that next week. And also, Derek Jackson filed for divorce from his wife after cheating.
You know what? Listen. You know what? You know
Nigga,
what?
ain't shit.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm
Ain't
gonna have to
shit.
make sure that I gotta be real careful and tread lightly in those type of conversations, right? Because I know I want to say things to offend my women followers, and I'm gonna probably get in trouble a little bit. But I gotta read the details and why he's asking for the divorce. That was the one that came out in the bonnet on live. That's the one he leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, like J Money said, this world got too many prostitutes in it. That's
You know what? We are
a
out of here.
lot of things, and it's going crazy in today's world. But
Yep.
y'all know at this time, I guess y'all should be licking those ashes. Hit that like and subscribe button so you know we'll be back on next week. Flicking those ashes, throw those roaches in the ashtray, and getting ready to roll up another one. Cause I am. No, we out. Peace.
Bye, y'all. My computer slow as shit. They was like, pew, pew.